as promised, I am here to move around with you this morning. We're going to be on the ground. We're going to warm up shoulders, core, hips, and then we're going to come up to standing and do some stuff standing. We're also going to have a chair if you want it. So what do you guys think? You want to move with me? Let's do it. It is Monday after all. How do you feel on Monday? Do you feel like you need to move a little bit slower? Do you feel like you bound out of bed and you're totally ready to go on and take on the day? And depending on how you actually are feeling, how do you organize your day around what your body feels and what you actually need? There's so many times in our lives where we just override. We feel tired, and so we drink more coffee. We feel tired, and so we think we need to push harder so we can inject more energy. But that's not always going to be the best thing. If you do that, if you get tired and then drink coffee, or you get tired and then you go do something really energetic, you need to check back in and see if that actually gave you the desired response. A lot of times we don't do the good work of making sure we are available for what's next. Bye!
Forgot my coffee.
Mike's leaving. All right, let's move together. We're going to warm up our core. I just want you to sit up nice and tall, making sure you're not rounding your shoulders forward, right? We spend a lot of time in this forward rounded position. One thing you can do is you can hold onto your thighs and kind of lean back into a really tall, flat back. Sometimes I like to tell people to feel like they've got a broom handle and they're lengthening into a broom handle. So from this position, go ahead and round and extend. Just feeling the opposite of staying tall. Flexion and extension. I'm holding onto my thighs, which is giving me a lot of support. Last one, flexion. Now, extend into your tallest sit position as high as you can go, and then see if you can let go of your legs. And if you can let go of your legs, try and take one arm at a time overhead. If your arms get to about here and you notice your head drops forward, stop there. We want to be able to move our arms without extra flexion and extension in our upper back. Okay, lengthen those arms up if you've got them overhead. See if you can get even taller. Pull your shoulders away even more. Good, now take the arms out in front and just lean back and come up. Lean back and come up. The leaning happens right from this point of rotation here, because I've got a really strong abdominal wall all the way around. Lean back, come up, stay up. See if you can grab your legs and balance here. Maybe you're still holding your thighs. Maybe you're grabbing your ankles. Maybe you can grab your feet. And then keep your shoulders down and back. See if you can get even taller. I feel a nice stretch in my chest here. Good, let that go, and then come down onto your elbow and your thigh. All you're gonna do is push the ground away and straighten your arm. It's just an up and down. It should feel relatively easy in the beginning. If you can't straighten your arm all the way, you've got wrist issues. This is a good practice for beginning to load the wrist. Down and up, down and up. Now from here, sweep your legs, come to the other side. Down and up. I'm going to ask you now to see what your shoulder's doing. If your shoulder is helping, see if you can hold it down. Use the serratus. There's a butterfly muscle down here that connects to the core. Stay nice and tall. If you're wondering if your back is flat in this position, you can go up against a wall to just see if you can lengthen your back into a wall while you're on your thigh and your forearm. Notice my spine stays long. If I was a broom handle, I'm just going up and down. Good. Now come back into your seated core warm-up position. Take those legs up, reach the arms out, and see if you can take the arms overhead. Got some neighbors walking by. Okay, last challenge here. Lean back, come up. Woo! Lean back, come up. Right from this joint. Don't let your spine flex and extend. And again, if you're scaling this to your ability, we've gone all the way from heels on the floor, all the way up to heels up, arms up, and flexing and extending, hinging at the hips. Any point on that scale is the same exercise. Back down to your elbow and your knee. Now I want you to rotate around your shoulder and your hip. So my spine and my torso are just spiraling toward the ground, and then I'm going to push the ground away to open. This is going to become important when we stand up. You should feel this in your outer hip, your shoulder, and your core. Now, straighten your arm, lower, spiral, open. Straighten, lower, spiral, open. One more. Spiral, open, sweep the legs, go to the other side. Spiral, open. My whole pelvis is rotating around this leg. My whole shoulder girdle, which is very similar in anatomy to my pelvis and is also in line with my pelvis, is rotating around the shoulder socket. Good. Then straighten, lower, rotate, open. Straighten, lower, rotate, open. Straighten, lower, rotate, open. Push it up. Come up to standing. Now is the time, if you want your chair for balance, you can have that. We're going to be on one foot and one hand, just like we were on the ground, sitting on our hip and balancing on one hand. Now we're going to rotate while we're standing. Around, open, rotate, open. Now we've got this whole leg engaged. Our core is nice and strong. We're rotating our whole spine around that leg. You can be balanced with this chair. You can also put your toe down in the back. If you want the full top of the scale, don't hold on to anything. Balance on one foot. Rotate. Rotate. Now, same leg. Hold on the chair if you want. Lower. Come up. Oh man, you're getting nice and fired up. In the glute. In the thigh. The foot. One leg. If you want that extra challenge, pick up that back foot. Again, we're on the scale here. The toe can be down. It can be up. You can be holding the chair or not. All right. Same leg. Don't come off of that leg. Extra challenge for that leg. Balance. Now, in this balanced position, see if you can look up and down. up and down. With or without holding on to something. Up, down, up, down. I'm finding that hard today. Stand on the other leg. Use your chair if you want it. Rotate your whole torso around this point of support, your thigh. Rotation. Think of that broom handle, or you can think of this as a barrel. If my torso's a barrel balanced on this leg, I'm rotating in one piece around my point of support. Good. Put the toe down if you want. Come down on that one leg, stand up. Think of your scale, whether you're going part way, whether you're using your chair as support. It's really, really challenging for me, whatever point I am on the scale, because I am putting all of my energy and focus into this activity right now. Okay, last challenge on single leg. Try and pick up the opposite leg or put the toes down. Hold onto the chair. Look up and down. Look up and down. Look up, down, up, down. When you look, be sure you're actually seeing something. Take your whole face and your eyes. See what you see to challenge that balance. Good. All right. Last thing, we're going to put it all together. So, come down to the ground. We're going to start here, sitting nice and tall, arms out, overhead, overhead, overhead. Put the feet down if you need to. And then lean back, come up. Lean back, come up. Arms out to the side, come on one hip and one elbow. Down, up, down, up. Sitting tall again. Pick those legs up. Reach the arms out. See if you can grab your legs. Stay tall. Arms out to the other side. Down and up. Down and up, down and up. Now, how do we get up from here? We simply step forward, come up, balance on one leg, and rotate. I don't have my chair handy, and I need extra balance today, so I'm going to put the toe down behind me. Rotate, rotate. Now, single leg down and up. I've got about 2% of my weight on that back foot. Stand on one leg, look up and down, up and down, up and down. Stand on the other leg, rotate. Go ahead and challenge yourself to get off balance. It doesn't have to be always balanced. Put the toe down if you want, and then single leg down and up. Flexing that hip in a loaded position, making the whole system work together as one. Stand on one leg, down and up. See something, light, leaf, thingy thing, toes, I see my toes, I see the ceiling, I see the floor. Good. Now, stretch out that hip. You can stand on one leg, figure 4, to challenge your balance. Or you can grab your chair and hold on. Or you can sit in your chair. The cool thing about sitting in the chair is it gives support for your hips. So if you tend to be stretching like this, which I see a lot because this is tight. And so people are like, oh, look how far I can get my knee down. Well, if that hip is in line, maybe your knee is up here. So if you can support it, you might get a little bit extra focus where you need it. Stretch the other side, figure 4. Also, I really like to have my ankle on my thigh. My shin bone on my thigh, not my ankle. Because if I have below my ankle into my foot's kind of stretching more. If I lengthen the ankle on the other side of my leg, I feel it more in my hip. Try the balance. Woo-hoo-hoo. Hips. Sit. You don't have to try the balance. You can also try the balance with the chair, yeah? Hold on to the chair. Breathing. All right, you guys. That was a little more than 10 minutes. But you know, I get into it and I just like to go. Hi. Nice to see you guys. Thanks for joining. If anybody has any questions, I can hang out for a few more minutes. You can type them in. Or you should get to work. It is Monday after all. I hope that you guys are working and doing work that you love. See you soon.